Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, Retention as a Growth Lever, the mechanics CMOs need to master. A new benchmark landed this month claiming a 5% bump in retention can lift profit by 25 to 95%. That's a wild range. Real or vendor math?
That's the old Bain and Frederick Reichheld figure. It's from a Harvard Business Review piece, and it's been recycled for years. The range is wide because it depends entirely on your margins. But the direction is right, and the reason CMOs are dusting it off in 2026 is simple. Acquisition got expensive, and nobody's saving you.
Define expensive. People say that and hand wave.
Paid acquisition costs, what you pay to get one customer through ads, have climbed roughly 60% over 5 years across consumer brands, per data from the ad measurement crowd. Apple's privacy changes gutted targeting, and now every AI-generated ad is fighting for the same auction slots. So you pay more to reach worse-matched people.
Fine, but retention feels like the thing everyone claims to do and nobody actually funds. Prove me wrong.
You're not wrong, and that's the whole problem. The budget still flows to the top of the funnel, the awareness stage where you're just getting noticed. Retention gets a junior person and an email tool. Meanwhile, the math says your existing customer is 3 to 5 times cheaper to sell to. You're starving the profitable side of the house.
So where do CMOs actually get it wrong? Be specific.
They confuse retention with a loyalty program. Points, tiers, a badge. That's not lifecycle marketing. Lifecycle marketing means you map every stage a customer moves through, from first purchase to lapse, and you intervene at the right moment. The mistake is treating it as a discount machine instead of a behavior machine.
Give me a company that got the behavior part right.
Spotify. Their Wrapped campaign every December isn't retention theater. It's a re-engagement trigger dressed as a gift. They're showing you your own usage to remind you why you'd miss it. Contrast that with the meal kit companies, HelloFresh, Blue Apron in its day, who leaned on ever deeper discounts and trained customers to churn and come back for the next coupon.
That's the trap, isn't it? You bribe people to stay and you've just built a worse business.
Exactly. You've inflated a vanity number. The metric that matters is net revenue retention, how much a cohort of customers spends this year versus last, after you subtract the ones who left. If that's above 100%, your existing base is growing on its own. Below 100%, you're pouring acquisition into a leaky bucket and calling it growth.
What number should a decent business hit there?
In software, best-in-class net revenue retention is 120% or higher. Snowflake reported figures north of that in their good years. Consumers different, you'll rarely clear 100% because people naturally lapse. So there the game is repeat purchase rate and how fast someone comes back for their second order.
Here's the uncomfortable one. If retention's so obviously better economics, why does the CFO still love acquisition?
Because acquisition shows up on a dashboard tomorrow. Retention pays off over 18 months, and nobody gets promoted for a number that moves slowly. It's a career incentive problem, not a math problem. The CMOs who win are the ones who reframe retention spend as growth spend, not cost saving, and put it in the same forecast as paid media.
So how do you actually reframe it without sounding like you're just protecting your budget?
You model it. Take your second purchase rate, push it 5 points, and show the CFO the revenue that throws off over a year versus the equivalent ad spend to generate it fresh. When they see the same growth for a third of the cost, the argument's over. Numbers beat opinions.
One thing the listener does Monday morning, go.
Pull your customer base into cohorts by the month they joined, and chart how much each cohort spends over the following year. If the line droops after month 3, that's where you're losing them. And that's exactly where your next campaign should aim. Not at strangers, at the people already halfway out the door.
Retention as the growth engine. Fund it like one. Thanks. That's your 5. The full CMO track, structured, no fluff, is at mba-training.com.